Welcome back to all our viewers on ESPN3. This is the Global Rallycross Championship from the New Hampshire Motor Speedway in Loudon, New Hampshire. And this is the last chance qualifier for the new GRC lights category. Jen, I absolutely love the idea of this category. It's all about the driver, not just the car.
I am so excited to see these cars race. This is a purpose-built spec racer that's new for 2012, 2013. Each of these cars are identical, all built together. They're the brainchild of Andreas Eriksson from OMSE. He builds all of these together. Purpose-built, 310 horsepower, naturally aspirated, 2.4-liter engine, all-wheel drive cars. They call them lights, but they're
fast.
Yeah.
They're really fast,
In the wet earlier today with their wet setups, they were actually faster in practice than the supercars.
Here we go. This is the last chance. 5 drivers and 2 will advance, and that was a really bad start for Austin Dine. He's now shuffled to the back in that royal purple car. Westland had a good start, but look at this. Harry Chung trying to fight his way through.
These cars are identical, so it's going to come down to the driving, and we're going to see a lot of battling back and forth. I don't think that having a poor start is going to be quite as bad news here when they're all identical. Up front there, they're all battling and costing each other a little bit of time.
So right now, Westland in the lead. He is followed by Harry Chung, and then Halid Avdagic from Istanbul, Turkey. Oh, and Avdagic having a little bit of trouble coming into the chicane there. Puts it sideways, but manages to hang on there to third place. But I think he might be getting past as they come through into this hairpin. Ooh, coming in wide. Was that a good strategy? I think it was.
This is a development series, so we're seeing a real diversity of drivers here, a lot of young guys. Alexander Westland in the lead is 18 years old. He's a folk racer. He races in sort of a club racing, mostly Scandinavian series. A lot of races at his home in Sweden. It's basically the same as Rallycross, but in these lights cars. The format's the same. Everybody has to do the Joker once, and we're seeing what happens here. And,
you know, Westland's 18, the guy behind him in the orange car. Harry Chung, 35 years old, out of the States.
And he was 6th last year in the 2012 Ferrari World Challenge. Diversity of experience we're looking at here. He's a software engineer, wanted to go racing, and thought he'd pick up one of these cars.
And interestingly enough, one of the original employees at Google. So Chung hanging on to second, Westland still in the lead, and Avdagic is in third. Remember, only 2 will advance through to the lights final. So our friend from Turkey really has to get on it. He needs to chase down Harry Chung. And there you see a little bit of a gap between third and fourth place right now.
And you see on the front bumper there of the Turkish car is Avitas. He's going into the taking the Joker lap right now. Avitas is the car in Turkey. They're a technical partner of OMSE, and they actually build all the bodies for these cars and do a lot of the engineering. So he ought to know this car pretty well. Chung has hit the tires in the chicane, managed to get the car fired, and you see on the rear there, it looks like the whole car is coming apart. The whole rear hatch opens up, and that's where the engine is.
Interesting thing there, you saw Dine and Sykes go through the cones when Chung was stuck there, and that really cost Avdagic. But Avdagic was following the racing line, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. This is the last lap. Avdagic has now dropped back. He's got no chance of catching and getting up into that second spot from what I can see. He's going hard, though. He's really chasing Sykes down.
And Westland and Dine still have to do that long lap. That's going to cost them a few seconds.
Can Avdagic get this back? Wow, look at these 3 wide coming into the chicane. It's going to be really interesting to see what the race officials say about that line.
It will.
Oh! And again, they've gone the wrong way in the chicane. That has to disqualify.
That is going to cause some consequences. We'll see. I don't see, we've got race control sitting beside us here. I don't see any hair being pulled out, but there will be a call and a decision about that. I would not be surprised to see.
So the checkered flag flies, Dine and Sykes go through, and right now it shows that Austin Dine is going to be in second place and will transfer through to the final, but I don't think that Halid Avdagic should park that car too early, because there was definitely a blockage in the chicane at one point with Harry Chung, and then Avdagic got held up. Dine and Sykes went through. But on the lap where that was clear completely, Avdagic took the chicane, the other 2 didn't.
The course is marked out. have to stay on the course. I think we'll see what happens, but definitely I can see in race control, beside through the window here, that there's a lot of conversation happening about what just went on the course.
Yeah, and take a look at this. There you see, dropping down low because of the car blocking, but Avdagic says, no, I'm going to take the line that was designed on the course. So both Austin Dine and Jeff Sykes took that. And here again, when this was totally clear, I mean, there were some tires in the way, but
the line is clear.
The line's clear.
Avdagic, he's doing what I think is the right thing. We'll have to see if there's a ruling that comes through here.
So the question is, will the race officials say that the line was blocked twice, allowing them to take a shortcut through, and kaboom. Yeah, that's exactly what happened right there. Kaboom to the back end of Harry Chung's ride. So he will not go through to the final. He gets to hit the showers. And yeah, well, let's see what our race officials are going to call on this one. Very interesting situation here in this last chance qualifier. Problems on 2 laps in the chicane. Halid Avdagic from Turkey decides to take the racing line each time. Austin Dine and Jeff Sykes both decide to drop down, punch through the cones.